Lately, I've been on my journey of recovering from artistic burnout and trying to find that creative push again. One part that fuels my creative process is having a space that is calm, inspiring, and rather workable workspace. And being rather honest, I'm not the most organized person in the world. However, I think it's gotten a little out of hand. And since it's so cluttered in here, I think this is the perfect time for a big declutter. Hi, if you don't know me, I'm Vicky and I'm an artist here on YouTube. I'm also a part of a studio collective called Helvella Arts with a bunch of different artists as well. And this is my little corner studio that needs a little bit of TLC. There's a lot to get into, but I think for day one, we're gonna focus on decluttering, getting out whatever is unnecessary in this space, including these giant cardboard boxes that I've broken down and wanted to keep because I am a hoarder. So yeah, with that all said, let's get started. It's a nice sunny Monday today. I have a lot of plans for what I want to do with this space, which includes decluttering, reorganizing, bringing in new furniture so I could better organize my inventory, and a lot of more creative aspects of maintaining a space like mural work, maybe some painting of furniture. So yeah. So, you might be wondering to yourself, Vicky, why do you have all these milk crate boxes that are super dusty, old, and weird looking? I'm pretty sure no one actually thought that, but I just wanted to tell a little story about how I got these things. So now I have all these guys. I'm probably not going to be using all of them, but I do want to spray paint them in the future. But for now, they're just going to go to the side so I can organize the rest of the studio. Yeah!
Thumbs up, keeping it real.
Like it and subscribe.
Don't forget to follow and subscribe for more action.
Okay, we're done. What time is it? I'll hypnotize you. We all want this cart.
Oh, look, there's some weird stuff. What was the same? I'm digging that.
She is that girl. My camera died yesterday, so we're here. We're back again. It is bright and early on this Tuesday morning. I made myself a little smoothie. I'm gonna get started on organizing my con inventory, which is these two suitcases. The problem is I have to replace these suitcases in the future because they're both very beat up. But yeah, from traveling with them in the car and also on the flights with these past two conventions, they've gone through a lot. I just came back from the loading docks and picked up my new furniture. It's a lot of IKEA stuff. Who would have guessed? I'm going to be starting off with painting these guys. These are part of the Ivar shelf series. They're really simple wood shelves. I feel like they're the most customizable DIY item of IKEA. And I have a little idea of what I want to do. This has been my little planner for keeping me on track of what I want to get done. The overall idea is that I kind of want it to have a more floral spring tone to it. I think these tones will really match my space and also my art, and it'll just really liven up the space overall. I'm feeling pretty excited to be getting into fully redecorating my space, but honestly, it is a little overwhelming just kind of jumping straight into it. But luckily, I've been using this app called Milanote. It is a browser, desktop, and mobile app that has been helping me a lot with planning my life and really helping me with this full-on redecoration project. So let's take a little look at my own boards because honestly, I'm very proud of them. So starting off, I have like a landing page that has all my main ideas and goals for this project and makeover. I did some preliminary sketches of like what I want the room to look like, but I also included some very rough mock-ups of the approximate size of all my furniture just to make sure that everything will fit in the studio space. Milanote has been a really great tool for me to organize all my jumbled thoughts. I really like all the different functions that they have, like little widgets to put onto your boards. And as someone who kind of gets like a little bit of decision blindness when I'm presented with a new canvas, I love that there's different type of built-in templates that I can start from. They got such a big range of what your boards can look like. I got some color swatches down and my initial sketches and some inspiration from around the web, but also from myself. I love writing these notes on the side just to keep track of what my objectives are and what like the next step is. And the great thing about this little layout is that I could go even deeper, and I have a little button that goes into the mood board. I love making mood boards, especially if it's about decorating a space. Because I'm such a visual person, I love that you can interchange so much text and photo together. And my favorite thing, honestly, are these little paint chip swatches that you could just drag and drop in and then customize. There's so much variety and different types of elements you can add on to each board, so it feels really fun to play around. It's like customizing a journal or like a planner. Milanote is available for free with no time limit, so you can sign up below with the link in my description. Thank you to Milanote for sponsoring this video and giving me the creative energy to actually actualize this project. I hope this inspired you to get creative with your own projects and mood boards, and yeah, let's get into this.
Wow. These apparently die really fast. But apparently if you buy stuff from Home Depot, you can return it if it died. That's what someone told me. I love mine too. I match. Yeah. Wait, you're in green. Match it. It's so cute.
They're $20. What the heck?
20.
I got so distracted. We were just gonna be here for paint. Now we got plants.
There's
yay. Don't you love when IKEA furniture just does not go the way that you want it to go? Because that is exactly what happened to us. We've been struggling with this for a good half an hour.
So close.
I think that's good enough. I guess the moral of the story is to just push it.
Don't chop off my leg.
I fear that I've girl bossed a little too close to the sun. Girl boss? They boss? Whatever boss you want me to be. As you know, I have these giant windows that don't reflect off a lot of the sun, and it heats up everything. And I remember last year kind of getting close to basically having like mini minor heat strokes. So I'm gonna keep that in mind. But in general, I've been feeling the exhaustion of just the past few days of moving around things, and it's frustrating because I'm behind schedule and I'm not really meeting the standards that I've set for myself mentally. But at the same time, I'm realizing, like, were those standards really obtainable and actually realistic. This is something my therapist likes to tell me to do a lot, which is just like, you know, name 3 things that you are proud of this week. And you know what? Here are my 3 things. These 3 giant pillars that I painted different colors. But in all seriousness, I'm proud that I've gotten, you know, some of the shelves done. This is about 50% done. But that's just the reality of life, you know, and I'm gonna take my time to rest up as well, because that's just as important as working. Here is the rundown of what's happening today. It is around 86 or so for most of the afternoon, and it is the hottest it's been in a while in the Bay. My studio mates and I are thinking about going to the beach, and I think I'm gonna join them because honestly, I do need that bit of break and time to get away from the studio when it's the hottest. Yeah. What's he pointing to?
Well, that's up to you.
Okay.
The first time I asked her, like, she's like, I have a YouTube channel, like, which one is it? She was like, don't worry about it. I'm like, okay.
Okay.
Okay, what's your favorite Pokemon?
I really like Whimsicott.
Oh my god, I don't even know who that is. I'm too old. Sounds like you like Weeping Bell. So that's what I'm gonna draw.
You could draw Weeping Bell and then think about a very fluffy cotton ball. It's one of the round, puffy grass types. I like all of those.
You didn't give me anything to go off of.
If Whimsicott went full Joker mode.
Yeah. Alright, let me see what this Pokemon looks like.
You ready?
I didn't know it had like a body. This is the puff is like its hair.
Yeah, I should have said that more.
Okay, now I'm gonna draw from them.
Just got the shelves done. It is 1, and I'm gonna go pick up something from Facebook Marketplace. Adventure! Let's get going! Kind of losing brain cells at the moment. I'm just exhausted from moving everything around, but I think I've made good progress. I bought these little, I don't know what you call them. They're the Scadis series from IKEA. So I've got little cubes and trays. I think putting paint in there would be cute, or maybe just like color pencils, something that's a little bit more visible. But yeah, with all this done, I think it's time to go home because I'm so tired. I've been on my feet all day. We got the shelves up, it's getting there. I've got all my little containers up. However, this is gonna be probably the hardest part of this whole revamp process, which is organizing all my shit. And you might be saying to yourself, Vicky, why is this the hardest part? Well, it feels really overwhelming to have this much stuff, and also kind of vulnerable to be showing you guys the real messes of my studio, but This is how I've been, and I want to change things around. It's not always going to be picture perfect clean, but I want to do better. Most of what's under here is actually just like hobby stuff, packaging materials, a lot of cardboard, even more tabling stuff. So it's a mishmash of random things. I don't know if it's expected of artists to be clean, but I guess I fall into the stereotype of messy artist, chaotic artist, who knows. I don't want to fully take on that trope or that stereotype of an artist, so I'm just doing what I can to make things work and make a studio space that works for me. So my anxiety has been really bad as of late, and I'm not really sure why or where it came from, but it's definitely higher than usual, and I'm feeling the thoughts kind of consume me a little bit more, and I'm just trying to take care of myself today, not overpush myself. I've definitely been feeling like the flutterings of my heart and all the intrusive thoughts. I'm going to share some with you because honestly I felt like I was going a little crazy last night, but when I left the studio yesterday there was a power outage for about like a minute, and my studio mate's light came on when it was originally turned off. I almost dropped it. And I was so tired by that point. It was like 10 or 11 at night. And I was thinking like, oh, I should try to turn it off. I couldn't figure out how to. And I was like, maybe it's fine. I'll just leave it. I found more stickers. It's like that one thought of, oh, I left the oven on. Should I drive back and check on it? Or like I didn't lock the door, etc., etc. One of those type of fears. Except I live like 25 minutes away from my studio, and there's a bridge that separates me and the studio that costs $7 toll. So it was very irrational for me to come out here at 3 a.m. is when I had the thought to check on one light. I just went to bed anxious as hell, thinking about this one light bulb in the studio, like my mind going to the far places of like, oh, is this gonna burn down the entire studio? This is all my fault. Is Vinny, our studio cat, in danger? Is all of my studio stuff in danger? And it just kept spiraling and spiraling. I think that's probably the most important part of this process, is go at my own pace, and also try to not shame myself for not getting to all the things that I plan out for that day. And, you know, don't forget to count my blessings and remember all that I'm proud of about what I do. I have been drinking more coffee than usual, and I feel like that has been contributing to the anxiety. But it makes me sad because I really like drinking coffee, having a little morning ritual and all that. What's up? Hi. Paulina here. So tired. I don't want to like clean up my studio more, but we're here and I've got some sunny angels. Paulina here is joining me for another exciting day of in the studio cleaning my studio, but I am too tired to clean it, so I am just procrastinating with unboxings.
We all need a body double.
I feel like I'm known as the Smisky guy, because I make so much Smisky art, but the truth is I haven't had any Smiskies until now. And look, this is my first guy. He's a Salvador Dali Smisky and he's so sleepy. I love that my first ever Smisky is just like super melted. But anyways, when I got this Smisky, I actually got a few other things just because, like, you know, once you find one Smisky, you want to get like more things. So I got a Sunny Angel as well. This one's the flower version and they've got all sorts of flowers. And guess what? Out of the flower series, I got an acorn. He is still very cute, but you know, out of a flower series, I was really expecting a flower, but thankfully my friend who has gotten a lot of the flower Sunny Angels wants the acorn one and we're gonna trade. But anyways, let's get into the final unboxing, the moving Smiskies. I'm really hoping for the plant one or the two moving guys because I think that's really cute. But honestly, I really like the moving series. They just got cute guys. Whoa. So many options. Why does he have a plastic bag over him? Oh my gosh. It's honestly so funny that I got the lamp one because I got in my new lamp today and I'm gonna go assemble it. So maybe it's just very fitting. In the back of my head, I was like, I feel like I'm gonna get the lamp guy. There's a few things that I'm planning to do. There is this like one really cool DIY that I saw on TikTok. So the story goes, for 2.5 years at this point, I've always wanted this Urban Outfitters lily lamp that is based off of another artist's like original design. But the Urban Outfitters one is $200 and I've never been able to justify it in my head to get it. So today we're gonna make it ourselves. Oh, you okay? I was thinking. It's okay, I think that was totally feels good.
Oh, a little loud under here.
Hello, hello.
What's going on?
We're making a lamp.
Oh, is it gonna be a flower lamp?
It is.
Ooh!
Oh no, not the camera. Oh my god, the wind.
Yeah.
Okay, I knew you had a lot of stickers, but I did not expect this many. And these like these? Dang, he knows so much.
Yeah, the whole LA is here.
I'm just a guy with his thousands of stickers. I think it's pretty cool to see all my art laid out like this. I'm feeling pretty tired from just sorting, but I'm almost there. I had a lot of help from my friend Faith. Out of all these stickers, I'm surprised that I only have one tomato guy. He's one of my favorite stickers. Tomato! It is really nice to see all my art laid out like this though.
No, small person.
I haven't taken down my prints basically since I moved in, and it's a little sad. This guy has gone through it. Like, it barely shows up on camera. It has been really sun bleached, especially like the fluorescent orange part of the riso. And for reference, this is an untouched print. The difference is kind of insane. It's about 7 now. I'm really happy with how things are turning out. I think I'm gonna wrap up in the next like day or two, just doing some small things here and there and leave it as a little secret so we could do the tour. But yeah, I'm gonna go home and nap, but I'll see you with the tour. Ta-da! Welcome to the new and improved studio. It's looking really nice. Now that everything looks super snazzy, why don't we do a little tour? And when I say little, I kind of mean little because this space is only 8 by 10 and I can almost fit from one wall to the other. Starting off with a desk, I feel like this is the area that changed and improved the most. I gotta have that iconic IKEA pegboard to put all of my brushes and paints and materials and some fun little knickknacks. All throughout the studio, I put a few sunny angels here and there and some of my Smiskies. I think what I was really wanting to do with my studio space is bring in more things that bring me inspiration. As a maximalist, I feel like my little knickknacks have to have a home at my art studio as well, not just in my bedroom. I got this little lamp from a studio mate that just recently moved out and she didn't want to move anything out of the studio, so I got to inherit this beautiful lamp. It looks scuffed, but it's actually because it's spray painted a little badly, but I wanted to have this like dark green aesthetic to match with the rest of the studio. But here's the desk. I really like having a super long and wide desk because it is like, you know, the main area that I work at, and I like to spread out all of whatever it is that I'm working on so that I don't feel like it's too cluttered in my work area. This is a little precarious, but I'm sitting on my desk now. I just wanted to showcase my logo. I've been using more of this like 3 system logo to depict thanksxu because it's all the shapes that I am very fond of. And also, fun fact, it actually contains my initials in them. In the tulip is a V, and then on the bottom on this more pansy flower is an X. Now, let's talk about the main storage wall. These shelves were really crucial in the studio redesign because not only were they pretty hard to assemble, for some reason I decided to assemble them on probably like one of the hottest days of the month. My studio space was very much in need of more storage space. I have even more ways to organize all of my different merch, including prints and stickers stickers and all of my shipping supplies, which are more hidden over here. I finally bought into buying one of those better storage organizers for stickers. These here are the bins that I used before, but nowadays I am going to be using them more for acrylic charms. A lot of these other bins, I'm still deciding exactly how I'm going to be organizing them. So for now, they're a little empty. Over on this side are all my prints. I got more of those like pull out shelves so I could easily access all of these prints. This has gotten me really inspired and motivated to get back into opening up my shop again more and creating new merch and just being like more of a shop owner and business owner again. It's been some time since I've opened up my shop again, and I think part of it really was just figuring out how to manage everything, and this has been a big help in that. I'm gonna really try to get on my shop grind again and bring you guys some more stickers and prints and all that cute merch. Speaking of cute merch, I actually kept my 2 corkboards that house all of my stickers that I've made. At this point, it's actually maybe 80% of the stickers I've made. Even though it's not the most ideal spot, I wanted the corkboards to be here because this part of the wall is actually more of like an artist bio type of thing. It's where I displayed some of my favorite works and where I want to put a little like sign that talks all about me, a little bio and all that, to introduce everyone that's coming into the studio during open studio days and gallery show openings. And down below on the lower levels of the shelves, I got all of my shipping supplies and all of the cardboard boxes and my vending stuff, which is a bunch of tables. I've also got this cabinet where right now I'm keeping a lot of snacks in. In the future, I do want to paint these cabinet doors. I was going to, but I haven't really finalized what exactly I want to do on these because I know that my studio feels a little bit too busy, so I don't want to bombard this area with too much color. And who can forget my trusty old printer that I've had since college. It's still going. It's a dinosaur, but I love him. And I've got all of my printing supplies out here. I've gotten better with organizing all of these guys. They are a little flimsy now because of how much stuff I put into the shelves, but it's still working. Over on this corner of the studio is the rest of my shelves that used to be my old shelf. Since this is a giant window wall, there's not a lot of space to like hang up art or have another giant shelf, so I opted out with this like little nook area. I got a few large canvases that I don't really know where else to put, so for now it's over here. It's honestly pretty cozy here. I've got a lot more canvases up on top here, my painting supplies, and some more greens that I'm gonna be putting up in the future as well. This is my whole collection of stickers and prints that I have from other artists that are just like for safekeeping at the moment. If you haven't seen my little video of how I decorated some of my tech gadgets and stuff, I actually have a little bit of a hoarding problem with the amount of stickers and merch I have. So for now, this is where I keep most of my merch for when I decide to finally use them one day. This last little corner is a little more sparse. It is where I have even more supplies over here, mostly like dusting, cleaning supplies, and tattoo supplies. But I've also got my little painting cart where I've got most of my painting materials. One thing I did last minute was spray paint the boxes that I found from the other art studio. This one turned out pretty cute. I love the variation of green, and I feel like it works perfectly with this green. I don't know if you can tell, but green is definitely my favorite color. And to complement the milk crates, I actually created this tulip lamp, which I was very excited to do. This is one of my first times like following a DIY dupe type thing, and I'm so glad I did because thank goodness I did not spend $200 on a tulip lamp. And speaking of rugs, yes, I did keep my old rug. It is very ragged and dirty, but I feel like there was no reason to like just throw it out. It fits really well into the studio, and I feel like it ties the place in together, just like a rug. And speaking of rugs, yes, I did keep my old rug. It is very ragged and dirty. I didn't want to throw it out or anything, and I'm just going to have to figure out how to wash I forgot how big this is. I think it's 5 foot by 7 foot rug. And finally, the last part is the art on the wall. I hung up the shelf. Rainy now resides on the very top where she reigns over this studio space. As you can see, the shelf is empty because I'm not too sure what I want to put up there. I just kind of wanted like a shelf space to fill out the wall. I have some prints from artists that I admire and this little crochet piece that my friend made me. I'm keeping it a little sparse for now because in the future I want to make room for hanging up bigger canvases like paintings of mine. And that concludes the tour. I'm really excited that this is my art studio. It really feels like it represents me more. I'm glad I did what I sought out to do, and that's just like a good feeling. I hope you found something fun and inspiring out of this video, and let me know what like your favorite part of the studio is. That's it for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.